Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Somebody's trying to do these contour, and I don't know what that is right there. This was the opposite of the way he wants it. Personally, I would just do it just like this. I would engrave this on the wood and not engrave this white, and it's going to, that would bug me. Let's go object order back a page. So that's what it's going to look like if this was wood. I really think that's going to be your best shot. But I did it originally when I had this, all the trees were together. These trees are actually separated. I just found them on the file he sent me. I'm going to take away that line, and I'm going to ungroup them. Now, I'm going to set my nudge factor on like 6 inches, and I'm going to nudge that one out of the way. I'm going to nudge that one up, and see there's some little detailed lines. I'm going to nudge that one over, and let's nudge this one up. Now, nudge is the key. I'm going to make a duplicate of those guys and put it over there. Now, this particular tree, we want to go black. It's a 1 point. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to go to effects and contour, and I'm going to go to the inside 350 steps at 0.001 in a gray. I'm going to get to RGB. And I really want a gray. I don't know. I do not know why Corel does that. I already said RGB and now it's gone Pantone. So I want this like a gray. Okay. Now the outside's black and you want it something other than now it changed this. So 350 at 0.001, which I think is the smallest number you can get. And look at that. Now, if some of this didn't fill in, you're going to want to go more steps. Like these bigger trees might take more steps. But here's the key. I'm going to go and convert this to a bitmap. And I'm going to convert it to grayscale. It didn't really change it, with the exception, it fuzzied it up. Okay? But here's another little thing I've learned. Take this one and turn it gray. Take away the outline. Now, this is going to be hard because you're doing all 5 of these trees, but it might be worth it. So let me move both these trees kind of by themselves. So what you're going to want to do is once you got all 5 trees done, you're going to engrave this, and he already told me how to epilogue. You're going to engrave this on 3D mode, which is in your print driver up top. I don't have a laser hooked up to this. 3D mode in like, I think he's got it, I think if I remember right, 120 watt. I'd run this like at 100 power at 50 speed and see what it looks like. And then if it's not deep enough, go 100 power at 70 speed. And what that does, it's going to clean it up because it's going to burn it a little bit. And then you could even go like 100 power at 100 speed. Then when you're through, engrave, well, what I would actually do is take this out of the way and nudge this. So I'm nudging, and I would engrave this grayscale on top of it. Because what's going to happen, this part right here is going to be a sharp peak, and this gray is going to round that peak off. It's not going to make the 3D any less because it's still going to engrave down in here, but it'll make it a little more subtle. So then I would actually, do them individually Like that was the first tree. This was the second tree that was going to go right there. So I'm nudging this whole time. And I would do these one at a time. So I'm going to make a duplicate of that and nudge it down or over. And I'm going to apply the 3D effect to it. It's going to take just a second because it's filling in pretty good. And see, on this one in particular, it didn't go all the way. I'm almost glad it didn't. So let's go 500 steps. And it should go, and there's also a little whoop-de-doo right there I'd fix. The whoop-de-doo is 2 lines that are matched, but it might not even matter. Look at that. Now, we didn't quite get that one spot. So you might go 510 more steps. Then convert it to let's look at it. It's good and clean and sharp. I don't know why this is, but I've done a lot of this. Go up to bitmap, convert it to a bitmap, grayscale. And if you look at people that know 3D, their items are fuzzy. And then take this one, fill it in with gray, take away the outline. Well, yeah, because you wouldn't want that to engrave anymore. And then, so let's act like we've done them both. So you've got both those trees or all 5 of them done. And I would have these, all 5 trees next to each other. I would engrave, and so for the one I'm doing it for, if you're going to test these 2 trees. And then move them out of the way off the laser bed and put these in that spot and laser on top of that. Seriously, it helps a lot. It's going to take away, because this is going to kind of be a sharp point. And when you do that, it becomes a less sharp point because it kind of like evens. And you could do this like at 100 power at 70 speed or something. It's not going to affect the 3D because it's still going to engrave this deeper, and it's not going to, and it actually will clean it up a little bit. But these trees will actually be underneath there. It's going to be a little bit of a pain, because they're not leaking. Maybe you could do them all at the same time. See, and then have this one over here. See, that's the value of nudging. So we could go there, and I guess this is the next tree. Well, that's the next tree. But you could do them all 5 at one time. But I would seriously test 1 or 2 trees. And if it works, I'd appreciate send me a picture. But in all honesty, I've done that a lot. That's going to look outstanding. It's going to look 3D. If you engrave all this away, and this is, well, let's do that. Let's, tell you what, let's go to the internet and let's type in maple wood. And I'm just trying to get a picture. Let's copy that image. Let's go back to the trees. Let's right click and paste. See how good it is? Or how big it is. Thankfully it's big. And let's go object, order, back a page. That's what it's going to look like. That's, to me, is cool. I would try the 3D, but if it doesn't work, this will look really good if you put that state and engrave all this away and engrave it deep. So you can go back and sand and just be real careful. Like if you use an orbital sandpaper, orbital sander, come this way. Don't come too much, go around the edges, but don't let your sandpaper hit this bad spot, or not bad spot, but engraved part. That's why you want to, and if you engrave deep, I'm saying like, this is a pretty neat plaque you're doing for somebody, run it twice, run it 3 times, get it deep. And that'll really, I think, look just as good as the 3D, but please try the 3D. Anyway, hope that helps you and somebody in the future, and thank you for watching.